Hey Warriors Nation, welcome back to the channel. If you bleed blue and gold, this is your home for everything Golden State. And if you're new here, stop what you're doing, hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a moment. Because today's update is bigger than you think. It's about trust. It's about identity. And it's about what this team could become next season, even if the rest of the NBA is doubting them. We're diving deep into one of the most under-the-radar developments of the Warriors offseason, and yet, it might just be one of the most important. While the media is busy screaming about big-name trades and blockbuster deals, the real question isn't who the Warriors bring in, but who they believe in. And right now, there's a quiet but powerful statement being made from within the walls of Chase Center: they believe in Quinton Post. Let's set the record straight. Post missed Summer League. Some fans panicked. But what actually happened is a story of preparation, not setback. The truth is, Post has been dealing with an ankle issue that goes back to the end of last season. Instead of pushing through pain just to show face in Vegas, he took the mature route, stayed back, trained at the Warriors facility, and focused on long-term readiness. That tells you everything you need to know about his mindset. He's not here to prove himself in July. He's preparing to deliver in October. And make no mistake, Golden State isn't just stashing Post on the bench. They're preparing him to play 20 to 25 minutes a night. That's a real rotation role. That's trust. After joining the team quietly in January and earning a full contract by February, he made every minute count, averaging 10 points per game and shooting a scorching 42.5% from deep during that red-hot February and March stretch, when the Warriors were playing at a 60-win pace. That's not a fluke. That's value. The organization sees it. His teammates see it. And if you were watching Summer League closely, you saw it too, not on the court, but right there courtside. Post, Brandon Podziemski, Tracy Jackson-Davis, and Guy Santos were locked in together, laughing, watching, bonding. And that's the part people forget: chemistry wins championships. The big names may sell jerseys, but the glue guys? They win playoff games. That off-court unity is quietly building something real. And speaking of intelligence, Post just added another layer to his growing legend. While others were chasing highlight reels in Vegas, he was competing in a chess tournament, yes, chess, hosted by none other than Derrick Rose. Post didn't just show up. He made it to the semifinals. Think about that. This is a guy who reads the floor like a grandmaster. High IQ big men who can shoot, defend, and think 3 steps ahead. That's rare. That's Draymond-like. That's championship DNA. And he's not alone. Another name to watch is Kevin Knox. Yeah, he barely played last season. Yeah, he's been a journeyman. But there's something about his presence in Vegas, around the core, that makes you think he might not be done in the Bay just yet. He fits. Not just on the floor, but culturally. Knox understands the Warriors' pace, space, and unselfish brand of basketball. Don't be shocked if he ends up back on the roster before training camp kicks off. Now, here's where the anxiety creeps in for a lot of fans. With only 9 roster spots filled, and no big-name additions this offseason, the question is echoing louder and louder: is this enough for Steph Curry? Is this the kind of roster that can truly contend? Can we compete without another splashy signing? And yet, Curry himself has spoken. Not with frustration. Not with doubt. But with faith. Steph made it clear, he's in the loop. He knows the plan. He believes in the direction. And let's not forget, when Curry speaks publicly, it's never by accident. He's telling fans what he's already told the front office: I believe in this group. That means something. But there's one situation that remains complicated, and it's the one fans can't stop talking about: Jonathan Kuminga. Here's the truth: Kuminga was sensational against Minnesota when Steph sat. He dropped 24 points on 55% shooting and looked like a budding star. But that game also highlighted a hard truth: Kuminga thrives more when Curry isn't on the floor. That's not an attitude issue. It's a fit issue. He needs the ball to be his best. The problem? So does Steph. So does Clay. So does CP3, if he stays. And when your fourth best scorer needs touches to make an impact, you're in trouble. That's why Mike Dunleavy's praise for Kuminga felt double-edged. He was outstanding, Dunleavy said. But in context, it raised more questions than answers. Is the front office showcasing Kuminga? Is this part of a bigger plan? Because here's the other development: the Phoenix Suns have quietly re-emerged as a trade partner. They just acquired Jalen Green, who played alongside Kuminga in the G League. They struck out on Durant. They need a versatile, explosive wing. The fit is real. And if the Warriors are serious about maximizing Curry's final prime years, flipping Kuminga into multiple playoff-ready role players might be the path. But here's the obstacle: Kuminga's price tag. According to reports, he's seeking $25 million per year on his next deal. And that's the sticking point. No team wants to pay that much without seeing proof he can carry that value over 82 games and a playoff run. So far, only the Warriors have shown serious interest at that number, and even that interest is lukewarm at best. So let's talk possibilities. The first real trade proposal on the table? Kuminga to Phoenix for Royce O'Neal and Nick Richards. No, it's not flashy. No, it won't break the internet. But it could be the kind of under-the-radar deal that extends Curry's window. O'Neal is a knockdown shooter, especially from the corners, hitting 40% last year. Richards is a dependable backup big, something the Warriors sorely lacked. Together, they provide spacing, size, and financial flexibility. Then there's the second, less realistic option: Kuminga for Grayson Allen, Nick Richards, and picks. But there's a catch: Allen just signed an $18 million per year deal through 2027. That's a tough pill to swallow for a front office trying to stay under the second tax apron. And from what's been leaked, Golden State has zero interest in Allen's contract. So for now, that one's probably dead on arrival. So what's next? What's the move? The truth is, it's a game of patience. The Warriors aren't chasing headlines. They're building something intentional. The focus isn't just on 2025, it's on 2026, and beyond. That's why they're trusting Quinton Post. That's why Curry's staying calm. That's why Dunleavy is playing chess, not checkers. This isn't about making the loudest move. It's about making the right one. So Warriors fans, don't get distracted by the noise. Don't fall into the trap of measuring this offseason by star power alone. Look deeper. Look at the fit. Look at the culture. Look at the trust they're putting into names like Post, Podziemski, TJD, and yes, even Knox. This team isn't done, not by a long shot. And if you've watched Steph Curry long enough, you know what he does best when the world starts doubting him. He makes them remember. Thanks for riding with us today. If you enjoyed this deep dive, show your support, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you're the first to know when the next big update drops. And in the comments, let us know, would you trade Kuminga? Or run it back one more time? Let's talk about it. Because in Golden State, we don't just chase banners. We build legacies. And here's a tip from the Fan Golden State Warriors channel: study financial education and have opportunities in the financial market by studying REITs and investing in large brokerages around the world.